How's it going, everyone? This is Trixx from Meta of Smash, and today we're going to be talking about Pichu and how to fight him. This character has been on the rise for a little while now, ever since Void won. I think it was a major, or just won his first tournament with him. It was a pretty big deal. I think it was Super Splat Bros. It was 15 grand for first place. Either way, this character is making quite an impact in the scene right now. Zero actually mentioned that he was thinking about maining Pichu, so this is definitely a good character to learn how to fight, or at least learn how to deal with his tools or gimmicks. So let's just get right into it. So first things first, Pichu is the smallest character in the game and has the ability to get underneath a lot of attacks. Some of them can still hit based on his animation, like you just saw right here. Simon's able to hit him if his ear just happens to go up at the right time, but more often than not, you're going to be missing your attacks. A lot of tilts, a lot of side Bs, a lot of projectiles go right over top of this character when he's in the crouch position. You're going to spend, like I said, a lot of your time whiffing on this character. And for some characters, including Simon and Richter, who have a pretty good aerial game, obviously everything's based around their whip, it's very difficult, even when short hopping your attacks, to hit this character. And this, right now, is a dummy not even moving. So imagine trying to hit Pichu when he's actually trying to be defensive, rolling, spot dodging, running around, everything in between. Even a shorter character like Falco, if he's not within a very close range, you can F-tilt right over top of his head, as you can see. So you really have to switch up your approach. Trying to land on this character with aerials is an absolute nightmare, especially as a character that has multi-hits, because the duration of your hitbox is what causes all the damage. So if you're really only hitting with the last hit, it does between 3 or 4 damage, and it can be very punishable on shield. Palutena has the ability to actually use her up tilt as a kill move, but against Pichu, it doesn't matter if he's standing, running, or crouching, you cannot hit him with up tilt. However, F tilt still kills at the ledge and at pretty low percent, so this is a much better option. My suggestion is to try and mix up your approach, and instead of using aerials, for the most part, if this character's on the ground, try to use dash attacks and tilts. If you're a sword character, most if not all of your attacks on the ground will hit Pichu, whether he is standing or crouching or running. It doesn't matter. So I would say that sword characters or characters with tilts that can kill are most effective against Pichu. And since this is the case, characters like Chrom or Roy or Marth or Ike or any of the other Fire Emblem characters who do have a very good aerial game and can actually get kills with their aerials will have a very, very difficult time landing hits on Pichu. It's not impossible, but it's a lot of energy and time wasted, and you'll get a lot of your aerials punished, especially if you land on shield. Mewtwo has a very long range F-tilt that can also kill. He can also get kills with his dash attack, but you have to be careful when you're spacing it, because if you are too close to Pichu, you will actually whiff with this move. At first I thought I just missed, but we tried testing this out countless times, and if Pichu is all the way up against Mewtwo, he cannot hit him with a dash attack no matter how many times you try it. You have to have proper spacing. And when this does happen, F-tilt will definitely come through for you. Villager, who has an up tilt that can kill, actually still misses against Pichu when he's crouching. However, when he's standing, you can actually connect a hit. If you take a look at this small demonstration, you can see that Villager can have the ability to wall out Pichu, being a zoning character, but it can still be very difficult. And notice, of course, that if Pichu stays on the ground or stays crouching, it is nearly impossible to hit him with fair or back air. Something else that is interesting to note is that Pichu deals damage to himself when he uses his special moves. Only about 0.4 or 0.5%, but even when you cover him in ink from Inkling, he still deals the exact same amount, between 0.4 and 0.5%. So trying to run away as Inkling and covering him in paint is not a legitimate strategy. Even Inkling's up air cannot connect with Pichu when he is standing up, and it does not matter which way you are facing. This is definitely important to know. Sticking to forward tilts and dash attacks will still be your best friend. Once again, when it comes to aerials, it is nearly impossible to hit Pichu. Sheik has the ability to hit Pichu with all of her attacks, all of her tilts, and all of her smash attacks. However, as we know, Sheik is an aerial fighter. Most, if not all, of her kill setups and combos come from her Nair and her Fair, leading into either bouncing fish or up smash setups. So with this being said, this would be taking away Sheik's main style of gameplay and making her a grounded fighter, which is not to her advantage. Also, of course, with Pichu being such a small character, it is extremely difficult to catch them in a combo or edge guard them off the side. When Pichu uses his up B from below the ledge, he skips the invulnerability 2-frame phase and goes straight into invincibility when grabbing ledge. However, when he tries to snap to ledge from the side, his hitbox nearly triples inside, making it quite easy to 2-frame, and takes quite a long time to actually grab the ledge and gain invincibility. If a Pichu player ever finds themselves having to recover horizontally to the ledge, they may try and angle their up B downwards, so they can cancel out most of that animation. However, this can still be 2-framed. Characters like Lucas and Ike, who have the ability to hit under the stage, are very good at edgeguarding Pichu. Characters that have the ability to 2-frame but do not actually hit under the stage will never be able to edgeguard Pichu in this way, no matter how hard you try. Their best bet is to try and catch a horizontal approach, as this option gives you a huge window of opportunity to try and punish. This is a move that is most definitely very confusing to new smashers and can get you killed very early if you do not know how to DI it properly. When Pichu does a down smash, you will always be sent in the direction that he is facing. This is definitely important to keep in mind when DIing this move, because you have a lot of time to input your DI and there is no need to think that there will be some sort of mix-up. Just pay attention to which way he is facing when he hits you and then DI accordingly. We also tried running some tests on characters that we thought might be a good matchup against Pichu. We talked about Sheik earlier and how she has the frame data and tools to keep up with Pichu as well as hit Pichu while on the ground. But with that being said, Sheik is still no match for Pichu's combo game and has a very difficult time at edgeguarding Pichu. Even though Sheik has a high level of agility and can most definitely keep up with Pichu's speed, she does not have the tools to kill at early percents like Pichu does. Next, we tried out Ike because he has huge hitboxes, a good spacing game, and a lot of moves that can kill at early percent, not to mention his F tilt, down tilt, and of course his down smash. But in the same situation, Ike cannot really edgeguard this character because Pichu is much too small. So in order for this matchup to actually be favorable, you have to rely on a lot of hard reads or even on the Pichu player making mistakes. And unfortunately, we could not just leave that much up to chance. Next, we tried Mewtwo, and I actually found that Mewtwo was a pretty solid matchup against Pichu because, like I said before, he has a Shadow Ball which can kill from anywhere on the stage, has the F tilt that can get kills at pretty early percent, not to mention having 2 kill throws, an up throw and back throw. After that, we tried Dark Samus, and to my surprise, this could actually be one of Pichu's hardest matchups, because Dark Samus as well as Samus both have the ability to get kills with down tilt, also have a charge shot which can threaten from anywhere on the stage. They also have the ability to get out of combos by using their down special, which shrinks their hurt box and gives them incredible aerial mobility. This can also be used when trying to recover, as it makes it very difficult for Pichu to land a hit on you and edgeguard you. And with a long range tether grab, they can actually get pretty low risk kills with their back throw. Breath of the Wild Link can also be a very difficult matchup for Pichu, as you can build an absolute wall using his arrows, boomerang, and of course the remote bomb. Link has the ability when he's being overwhelmed to throw out his up special, which can stuff out a lot of Pichu's approaches and cause him to lose stocks quite early. The remote bomb can provide incredible shield pressure and setup for kills, as well as provide a wall of defense so that Pichu has to overextend in order to actually get any hits on you. Fire Emblem characters such as Roy, Chrom, Lucina, and Marth all have a very easy time getting in against Pichu. Dancing Blade has the ability to catch rolls and spot dodges and can also catch a lot of landings. Having the ability to counter Pichu's moves can also be very useful in this matchup, as Pichu is a rushdown character who will be throwing out moves frequently. Characters like Lucas and Ness both have a very easy time dealing with Pichu, as they are both powerhouses when it comes to getting kills, and also both have kill throws that can take stocks at very early percents. PK Fire can be used as a very good spacing tool, causing Pichu to have to approach with an aerial, which will ultimately mean landing on shield more often. It's also important to note that Pichu does not do well on multi-platform stages. So if you have the opportunity to counterpick to Battlefield, Dreamland, or any multi-platform stage, it is best to do so. So to quickly recap, the best way to fight against Pichu is to stay grounded and use your tilts and dash attacks, preferably ones that kill. Also, short characters, characters with heavy projectiles, or characters with swords all do very well against Pichu. And last but not least, always ban Final Destination and take them to stages that have multiple platforms. That's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you found this information very useful, and the next time you meet a Pichu in bracket, you'll be well prepared. Once again, this is Trixx from Meta Smash saying thanks for checking out the video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this.